one last quick thing here. I was going to talk about your leftover supplies. So you should have some basic white cardstock left over that you can use for other cards and such. And you should have several, significant sized pieces left over, and of course some scraps. So I was thinking that as a little bonus here, what we could do is we could decorate the envelopes, because all I really need is enough for this flap. So let's go through my pieces and see if I do. I could make that work. I'm working here with one hand. Let's see. I could make that work. I could make that work. I'm going to save these flowers because I'm not sure how many I wanted to put on that card that I didn't get a flower on. But I definitely can make this work. Okay, so let's go ahead and do these a couple different ways. For this one, because I have quite a large piece left over, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put adhesive on the whole envelope cover or lid flap. And I'm going to put this whole piece of paper on here. Now, I am keeping this just a little bit away from the fold so that it doesn't make that fold any bulkier. So see how I just left a little bit there. Okay. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to trim that off. And I'm going to have a really nice coordinating envelope. I could do this on my trimmer since it's a nice straight line. Just go ahead and do it this way. Okay, so there's that envelope flap, which would be really pretty with this card. Now I have enough here left, I believe, that I could do another one that way, but I'm just going to do this. I'm going to hold up this strip to the edge of my paper, and I'm just going to trim it following that line. All right, bear with me. Okay, and now I want to do the same thing on the other side, but I want to go over a little bit so that when I put this on here, there's an even amount of white showing on both sides. Let's see. I'll do the stripe. I don't think we made any cards today with this adorable daisy pattern. The other thing I didn't really talk very much about is coloring any of these. All of these could be colored. And you could do that before you trim them or after you trim them. So here's this card with a coordinating envelope just by using those scraps. And I could do this one the same way. Now this one had a short piece. So there again, I could just use the edge of my envelope as my cutting guide, turn that over, trim that end off. Now slide it down to this side, trim that end off. I'm kind of close to the camera here, I just noticed. And now there again, I can center that. I think I'll use the floral side for that one. If you're worried about this getting caught in any of the equipment at the post office, just make sure that your adhesive gets close to the edge. Let's do this one. I think that would be pretty together. And then I could either do another trimmed end on this card, or I could use a full paper. Just depends on kind of what shape and what size scraps that you have left over. So save your scraps for another whole set of cards, and let me know if you need additional envelopes or background paper, or go ahead and use your scraps to make coordinating envelopes. There's a bonus video.